You want to drink a glass of wine?
Wait, hold on.
Hold on. No, I mean, hi, you still doing dishwasher?
Wait. Yes. I like to run a clean ship. Welcome to our casa, and today we're making tomato burrata rustica. But before we get started, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell for notifications on future videos. We're going to be making a very simple dough recipe with very simple toppings. It's going to be a perfect summer light lunch dish. We're calling it rustica because it's very similar to like a torta rustica. Or a kind of a savory pie, or the French call it a galette.
We don't care.
We're just gonna call it rustic because it's gonna look rustic. Let's get started on the dough. In a large mixing bowl, we're gonna add 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of polenta or cornmeal. You want it to be kind of coarse, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And whisk all of your dry ingredients together. Now we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of chopped up fresh basil. We have 8 tablespoons of cubed unsalted butter, nice and cold. Now using your pastry cutter, let's break up that butter, break it down into that flour mixture. And once your butter has been added in, so it's like nice and crumbly, a little lumpy, kind of feels like wet sand, we're ready for the next phase. Now we're gonna add around 5 to 6 tablespoons of water. We're gonna add it slowly and at a time. You wanna make sure your water is nice and cold, so I put a little ice. We got 1. And mix it around. Now get in there with your hands, see if it's gonna hold a form. Squeeze it together. So add that 1/6. So take your dough out onto a floured surface. Give it a few folds and squeezes just so we know it's all combined and all together. You don't want to work this dough too much. We're going to flatten it down into like a little disc. Going to wrap it up in some plastic and into the refrigerator for 30 minutes. Oh, what's this? Wine. How convenient.
The wine we're drinking today is another Pecorino. We already used a Pecorino a month or 2 ago. That time it was a Pecorino from Abruzzi, and today we're drinking a Pecorino from the Marche. This wine is actually produced in the south end of the Marche region in a province called Ascoli Piceno. Usually it's off the beaten path of mass tourism. Please go visit the city of Ascoli Piceno and the whole province to experience the beauty and the history of our country. Just imagine the entire historic district of the city is made of travertino, this ancient limestone that was used by the Romans in many of their architectural constructions. The wine we're drinking today is produced by a winemaker called Le Cagnette. The Vagnoni family has owned this estate for 4 generations. The Pecorino we're drinking today is called Veronica, which is the name of one of the 3 daughters of the winemaker. For what we heard, she is an amazing modern dancer and choreographer. I want to say hi to the other 2 daughters, Lucrezia and Gaia. Guys, your family is very cool and they produce amazing wine. And our big thank you goes also to Andrea, my brother Andrea from Enotria, which is the company that imports and distributes this amazing Pecorino, and Roberto He's the marketing and sales director for the wine company. Thank you, all of you. Thank you for sharing this beautiful pecorino with us. Yes.
Cheers. All right, let's take our dough out of the fridge and prep it. Just roll that with your rolling pin. You want to roll it out to about a 12-inch round as you can get it shape. And if you're looking at the thickness, it's about a 1/4 of an inch thick. On a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, let's lay our rolled out dough in there. So I'm using an assortment of tomato. I have some bigger slices. Also, I'm going to use some yellow and more like heirloom kind of cherry sized tomatoes. All right, we're gonna lay down the bigger slices first. Then I'm going to start adding in my smaller tomatoes, and I'm going to put that cut side up. Now you're gonna take the outer part, which I have about 2 inches, 1.5 inches, and just fold that straight on top of those tomatoes. I'm gonna add some salt on those tomatoes. Gonna add a little drizzle of olive oil in the tomatoes. And you're gonna take 1 egg, add a little bit of water. Okay, and we're just going to brush that on to the edges. And we're gonna preheat our oven to 425. See you soon. After 5 minutes of cooling down, we're just going to add a few fresh basil leaves. Now the burrata, place it right there. Dress it with some olive oil and just a little pepper.
The smell in this apartment. Using fork and knife? I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, why not? There's nothing better than this.
I'm speechless.
So good. Wow. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell for notifications on
New notification, new videos.
Bye. Cheers.